Hi students, I hope you are doing well. Okay, today we are going with we came with the concept circles. As we know, we are doing these videos from last two classes. So today we are going to discuss some problems related to those theorems what we discussed in the last class. Okay, the first sum is two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point P. Prove that angle PTQ is equal to 2 times of angle OPQ. Okay, the question is, I'll just repeat the question. Two tangents TP and TQ. See, T is an external point. I'm just making you, first I'm making you the question, like making you to understand the question, because we have to understand the question, then only you can proceed. Without understanding the questions, you cannot take any step forward. So, there is a point P outside the circle. Okay, this is a circle with center O. We drawn a circle with center O. So, what they are telling, from the point T, they drawn two tangents. One is TP, another one is TQ. So there is an angle formed TPQ here, sorry, PTQ here, correct? And they drawn one perpendicular line here. It's a chord. We can say it as a chord PQ. So if this is the condition, what we have to prove? We have to prove this angle PTQ, means this angle is 2 times of this angle. It means if this is 120 degrees, this should be 60 degrees. Are you understanding? Means 2 times of 60 should be 180. Sorry, 120. So if this is 180 degree, it should not be 90. It is not a perpendicular. It cannot be 90. It should be less than 90. So if it is what is it? 110. It should be 55. So always remember this angle. Once actually this is a proof. Even you may get one mark question, multiple choice question based on this. They will give you this angle. They ask you to find this angle. If they give this angle as 110, obviously this angle is 2 times of this. So obviously it is 55 degrees. Remember that. So this proof is very important, and based on this they might ask one more question. So what again we have to prove? This angle is 2 times of that we have to prove. So what for that? Just let me do the solution. What is that? Given TP and TQ are two tangents, correct? They only given they are tangents. Okay, and what is the unknown here? See, and also what are the points of contact where these are getting contacted? P and Q be the 2 points of contact. Okay. So these two are the points of contact, and which is unknown? This is unknown for us. So what I'll do, let angle PTQ be theta. Okay, I assume angle PTQ as theta. Means we know that angle PTQ is theta. So what we have to do? We have to find, we have to prove that angle PTQ is the 2 times of angle, what is it, OPQ. So to do this proof, I think we don't have space here, I will just do this. So here you observe in this figure, or otherwise I will just erase this, later we can write. So here we assume that angle PTQ is theta, correct? So, and we know that from theorem 10.2, correct? Or two theorems we have are from theorem 10.2, TP equal to TQ, because what the theorem 10.2 states, the tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal. It means this P is an external point. We have two tangents PP and TQ. So TP and TQ both length should be equal. That was the theorem we proved in the last video, last class. We know that TP is equal to TQ in any triangle. Okay, in any triangle, if two sides are equal, then can we say that triangle as isosceles triangle? So TPQ is an isosceles triangle. Okay, TPQ is an isosceles triangle. Why? Because two sides of this triangle are equal. And also remember, not only two sides, okay, these two angles should be equal. In an isosceles triangle, even two angles are also equal. That also you should know. So what are these two opposite angles? Only opposite angles. Remember, in an isosceles triangle, okay, opposite angles in this triangle TPQ, this angle are the opposite angles, correct? Isn't it? So this angle should be equal. I'm not telling about this. This angle we don't know. We have to find. We have to prove. So this angle we don't know. But these two angles should be equal. Okay, that is the property of an isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, two angles are opposite angles should be equal. It means especially these two, which are made by the base. These two should be equal, and also two sides should be equal. So we came to know that this angle, which means angle TPQ, see this one, angle TPQ is equal to angle TQP. Both are equal because it is an isosceles triangle. So, and also we know that sum of an interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. It means in triangle TPQ, what are the angles we have? Triangle TPQ plus triangle TQP plus PTQ. Okay, angle PTQ. The sum should be equal to 180 degree. I'll repeat once again. We are considering TPQ as an isosceles triangle. As I said you that, as we proved that the you might be having one more theorem. I don't know how much you know this. The angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. In 8th standard it is said. In 8th standard you might have studied this. The angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. So as we proved, TP and TQ are equal because according to theorem 10.2. So what is the angle which is opposite to TPQ? Similarly, what is the angle which is opposite to TQP? So that is the reason TPQ and TQP are equal. Okay, you can write this as a reason: opposite angles of equal sides. Okay, opposite angles of equal sides. Always remember, opposite angles of equal sides are always equal. So TP and TQ are equal. So TQ opposite angle is TPQ and TQ opposite angle is TPQ and TQ opposite angle is TP opposite angle is TQP. So both should be equal. Correct? Because of the theorem, opposite angles of equal sides property. And also we know that very basic thing of the triangle. What is that? The sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is equal. So what are the interior angles of this TPQ? TPQ and TQP and PTQ. So all the sum should be equal to 180. And as we know that these two are equal, correct? So you can write in the place of TQP, you can write TPQ only. So TPQ, this can be replaced with TPQ, which is plus PTQ, which is equal to 180 degree. So same angle repeated, I think it is TPQ. Repeated twice, correct? So we replace TQP with TPQ. So can I write the 2 times of TPQ is equal to 180 minus triangle PTQ. Just take this to the RHS. So what we know, angle PTQ, what we assume? We assume angle PTQ as theta, correct? So you can replace PTQ as theta. So 2 times of triangle PTQ is 180 minus theta. Triangle TPQ is 180 minus theta by 2. So can I write this as 180 by 2 minus theta by 2? 180 degrees. So we'll give you 90 minus theta by 2. So we got angle TPQ as 90 minus theta by 2. See what I did? I just added all the angles, and we know that TQP and TPQ are equal from the last condition. So just replace TQP with TPQ plus PTQ as it is I written. So 2 times of it, because same thing repeated twice. So can I write it as 2 times of TPQ? So 2 times of TPQ is 180 minus angle PTQ. So what we assume angle PTQ as theta. So 180 minus theta. So we need only angle TPQ. This 2 which is multiplying in the LHS will divide. So 180 minus theta by 2. So this 2 divides both the terms. So can I write this as 180 by 2 minus theta by 2? Just like see, 2 plus 3 by 2 is same as 2 by 2 plus 3 by 2. Correct? Because this denominator, we are just like separating the terms, 2 by 2 plus 3 by 2. So which is same as, again if you take LCM, 2 will be the LCM, you can write 2 plus 3. Same thing you'll get back. So we are separating the numerator with the denominator. So that's like that only I written here. 180 minus theta 2 can be written as by 2, 180 minus 180 degrees by 2 minus theta by 2. What is 180 degrees by 2? 90 minus theta by 2. So angle TPQ is 90 minus theta by 2. Okay. Now what we have to prove? PTQ is 2 types of OPQ. First let me find OPQ. Here carefully look at this figure. OPQ is this angle. Okay, and PTQ is this. Fine. So now what is the angle OPT? Okay, so angle OPT we have, correct? So we can write, okay, or we can also write OPQ. Let me write this OPQ as, okay, this angle you get when you subtract the whole OPT. OPT means, remember, this full angle. I'll just tell you that. So I can easily like OPQ, we can write OPT minus PTQ or TPQ. See how it is. I'll just explain you. This angle is there, correct? Carefully listen. Here you should know properly. Otherwise you will not understand how you get this. OPT is the total angle. So can I write? Okay. We need what? OPQ means this angle we need. So total angle is OPT. So OPT is one angle. So OPT is one angle. OPQ we need. So in the total angle OPT, if I subtract TPQ, this angle, you will get this angle. Okay. So I'm explaining once again. OPT is the full angle. Correct. And in this full angle, so this angle. This angle, if I subtract, you will get this angle, correct? So what I am doing, some triangle OPT, so we need OPQ. So angle OPQ is equal to angle OPT, okay, angle OPT minus angle TPQ. It means this angle. So full angle is OPT, means full, this angle written here, full. OPT, okay, from this full angle, if I subtract this angle, you will get this angle or not? Same thing I am doing. So OPT is the full angle. In this full angle, TPQ, this angle, this portion, I am subtracting, you will get the angle OPQ. So what I am doing, triangle OPQ can be written as angle OPQ can be written as angle OPT minus TPQ. It means this whole angle minus this angle. You want me to write separately and show? I can show you here. This will be your OPT, correct? OPT. So your PQ will be like this, correct? It means, see here, you can observe this separately. OPT means full angle, correct? So this you take it as 1, 2. Okay, we need this angle, you take it as full angle, you take it as 3. We need 2. So full angle is 3. So can't you write 3 minus 1 as 2? Means angle 3, angle minus 1 is 2, angle 2. So full angle is OPT. In that this 1 which is TPQ, I am subtracting, which will give you OPQ. So same way I did here. So angle OPQ is OPT minus TPQ. So what is OPT? What is OPT? We already know that OPT is a TPQ we know, and remember OPT is an angle which we have to find, and PTQ, I think we are doing, I think PTQ it is. Yeah. PTQ we have to find, but we also can be written as 90 minus theta by 2. TPQ can be written as 90 minus theta by 2, correct? 90 minus theta by 2. And one more thing, from, let me write one more step here, from theorem 10.1. From theorem 10.1. What this theorem 10.1 states? This angle, which is this angle, always this angle is 90 degree, because OP is the radius and TP is the tangent, correct? I think it is very nasty, I think you can see here. Okay, this always, OP is the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle is perpendicular to the tangent drawn. That is theorem 10.1. Just remember that. Okay, always the radius of the circle is perpendicular to the tangent drawn from the external point, or drawn tangent drawn. It's not from external point anyway. The tangent drawn to a circle, okay, the tangent drawn to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So it means OP is perpendicular to TP, isn't it? OP is perpendicular to TP. If OP is perpendicular to TP, what is angle OPT? 90 degree, because it is a perpendicular. Always perpendicular makes 90 degree. So triangle OPQ is equal to, this we know how much, 90 degree, and minus, from this we know angle TPQ. How much it is? 90 minus theta by 2, correct? So just send this minus that side, it will become 90 minus 90, minus into minus plus theta by 2. 90 will get cancelled, you will get angle OPQ. So angle OPQ is equal to, what is theta we assume? Angle PTQ. In the place of theta, I will write angle PTQ. So by 2. So just send this to that side. So it becomes 2 times of angle OPQ is equal to angle PTQ. Okay. So we can also write this as angle PTQ is 2 times of angle OPQ. This is the proof required. Okay. Yeah. I hope this is a lengthy sum, but it's important. Okay. I'll just explain once again. See, basically you have to understand the sum properly. Without understanding the sum, you cannot do not only this sum, any sum. In mathematics you cannot do. It means it is impossible to do. You may understand differently, you may do something which is not required, so anything might happen. So that's why I am telling you to understand the sum and proceed. Okay, the question is, two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point T. Prove that triangle angle PTQ is 2 times of OPQ. Okay, 2 times of OPQ. OPQ is this angle, not this angle. Okay, this angle is OPT. Remember, OPT is this angle, OPQ is this angle, okay, and PTQ is this angle. So now, what is given? It is given TP and TQ are 2 tangents. So we have taken their tangents, and P and Q are the points of contact. Correct. Let angle PTQ is theta. We don't know this. I am assuming the theta. So assume PTQ as theta. Next, from theorem 10.2, we know that the tangents drawn from a circle, on a circle from the external point T, any point, here we have taken this. So TP should be equal to T, because this is the external point. TP and TQ are the tangents drawn to a circle with center O. So TP should be equal to TQ. So TP is equal to TQ. One condition. That's one thing. Now, if in any triangle, see TPQ is a triangle, right? And PQ we drawn a perpendicular line, okay? Or a chord we drawn, P2Q. We joined. This is a construction point. Okay, understood. Don't think where this PQ came. We drawn it, okay, as a chord which touches P and Q. Okay, so now PQ is one side, PT is one side, and the TQ is one. So this forms a triangle which is TPQ. Okay, 3PQ is an isosceles triangle. Why? 2 sides are equal. One condition. Now, if 2 sides are equal, one theorem you might have studied in the previous classes, angles opposite to equal sides. Opposite angles of equal sides, or you can say it as opposite angles of equal sides should be equal. So TP and TQ are equal. So TP opposite angle is what? This one, which is TQP. So TQP should be equal to what is the angle opposite to TQ? TPQ. So TPQ, angle TPQ should be equal to angle TQP. Condition you have to write, otherwise it will not be correct. You have to write why they are equal. So opposite angles of equal sides are equal. That's the reason they are equal. Now, and we know that the sum of angles in a triangle, interior, sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So what are the angles we have? TPQ, next TQP plus PTQ. All the three angles sum should be equal to 180 degree. And from the last condition we know that TPQ and TQP both are same. So in the place of TQP, can I write TPQ because they are same? Correct? So I replace TQP with TPQ. So TPQ plus TPQ plus PTQ is equal to 180 degree. So now this, add these two. So we'll get same thing added. For example, if you add A plus A, you can write 2A. Similarly, TPQ plus TPQ is 2 times of TPQ, which is equal to 180 minus, okay, this I am sending it to the RHS, so which will become 180 minus PTQ. And what is angle PTQ? We assume it as theta. So in the place of angle PTQ, I written theta. So 180 minus theta. So angle TPQ is 180 minus theta by 2. And here I can separate the numerator with the denominator, just like this. 2 plus 3 whole divided by 2 can be written as 2 by 2 plus 3 by 2. So same way, 180 by 2 minus theta by 2. So I just use that formula or that form. I wrote so that you can understand how it came. So 180 minus 180 degree by 2 minus theta by 2. So 180 by 2 how much? 90. Correct? So 90 minus theta by 2 is your TPQ. After that, we need angle OPQ. It means angle OPQ is this angle we need. Which one? This angle. This angle we need. To get this angle, what I will do, I will just take total angle, which is this OPT. Total angle it is, correct? We don't know how much it is, but we will use the theorem for that. So this angle, okay, from this total angle, if I subtract this portion, will I get this portion? That angle we will get. So what I am doing, from angle OPT, I am subtracting TPQ, which is this. Okay, from angle OPT, I am subtracting angle TPQ, this angle, so we will get 2. See, total angle, I will tell you in easier way, total angle you take it as 3. Okay, total angle is 3. In that, if I subtract this 1, this angle I named as 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2, right? So total angle is 3, angle 3. So this is angle 1. So if I subtract from 3, this one, I'll get 2, right? So similarly, what I did, OPT is the total angle. So from OPT, I am subtracting this part, TPQ, it will give you this angle, which is OPQ. So that's how it came. So OPQ can be written as OPT minus TPQ, this angle. So TP. And we know that from theorem 10.1, OP is perpendicular to PT. It means radius of the circle is perpendicular to the tangent. This already we proved in the theorem 1. Always it is perpendicular, that is the condition on theorem we proved. So if OP is perpendicular to PT, definitely a perpendicular will make 90 degree angle. So this is an angle here. Correct? OPT is an angle and it is a perpendicular. Or the angle made by the perpendicular. So angle OPT should be 90 degree. So if that is 90 degree, so just substitute over there. Angle OPQ is equal to 90 minus and angle TPQ we found here. How much it is? 90 minus theta by 2. So write it. 90 minus theta by 2. So this negative sign will go inside. So this will become minus 90, minus into minus plus. So it becomes 90 degree minus 90 degree plus theta by 2. Correct? So 90 degree and 90 degree plus and minus both will get cancelled and we will be left with theta by 2. So what we assume as theta, we assume angle TPQ as theta. So you got angle PTQ by 2. We can write theta as angle PTQ. So here 2 is in the denominator. Send it to the LHS. It will become 2 into OPQ. So 2 into angle OPQ is equal to angle PTQ. That can also be written as A is equal to B, can be written as B is equal to A also, right? So we can also write it as angle PTQ is equal to 2 times of OPQ. So we proved what is required. What we have to prove, that we proved. Okay, this sum you have to use your brain, and this part again I am telling you, remember this is very important part it plays an important role in this problem. So if you understand this part, almost you will understand, you will get the proof. Okay, so basically OPT is the full angle. In this OPT full angle, so in the full angle I am deducting this TPQ, this portion, so we'll give you this portion. Okay, that's all. That's the only thing you have to understand. For full angle OPT, I am subtracting this portion, will give you this portion. So that's the reason OPQ, we need this portion, right? We need this portion, so this angle we need. So what I will do, full angle is OPT. In this full angle, this angle is TPQ. That I subtracted, so I got OPQ. So that is the reason I got it, and I hope you understood this. Okay, and as I told you, important sum, they may ask for 2 marks or 3 marks, depends on the, some, they might ask, we cannot tell it will come or it will not come, but the theorems are, we can tell they are definite questions. Okay, some depends, sometimes it will come, but this is the examination point of view, important, they may ask. Okay, I hope you understood. Let me go with the next sum. Yeah, second sum is, from a point P, the length of a tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from center is 25 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. Here you observe, I just drawn a rough figure here. You have to draw it. They are not given in the sum. So here they are asking you to find the radius. It means what they are given, this length they are given. It means a point Q is outside. So if you draw one line from O to Q, that length is 25 centimeter, and the length of the tangent, which is from the external point, which is PQ, that is 24 centimeter. You find OP. Very simple sum, because as we know that this triangle OPQ, you can say it as triangle OPQ. From triangle OPQR, as from theorem 10.1, you can write that. From theorem, actually 10.1 is like writing the theorem, or you can write sometimes, see, sometimes you write it as we know that, or you can write like this as like the radius of a circle is perpendicular to the tangent through the point of contact. Through the point of contact. This is the reason, means this is the statement. Usually why I am telling to write the statement, or you can write, see in textbook it is 10.1 theorem is there, you can write that, or you can write the reason also. Okay, but better you write the reason, so it will be safer side, it will be like it will be good for you guys. Okay, sometimes what is 10.1, 10.2, what is this, better to write the reason. So when the final exams they might consider, these guys are like written 10.2, they might have not written the reason. So that's why I'm telling you, for safer side, better you write the reason. You just write the statement. The radius of the circle is perpendicular to the tangent through the point of contact. So radius of the circle is perpendicular. It means what? Angle OPQ is 90 degree, because OP is perpendicular to PQ. That is only the said, right? According to the theorem, we will get it. OP is perpendicular to PQ. It means angle OPQ should make 90 degree because it is a perpendicular. So OPQ is 90 degree. It means angle triangle OPQ is a right triangle, correct? is a right angled triangle or right triangle. So if this is a right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem. First, to use Pythagoras theorem, we should prove that the triangle is a right angle triangle. So we proved it. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can write that which is the longest side here. Obviously, by looking at the distance or the length only, we can find out OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. Correct? OP square is 25 square. OP we don't know. OP is the radius of the circle, which we have to find. We don't know. We have to find OP square plus PQ square. PQ is 24 square. So 25 square is 625. OP square plus this 24 square is 576. Correct? We should know the way to find squares. So I'll teach you an easy way to find the squares. I think I discussed with you in the class also. In the class, how to find the square easily. See, I'll discuss that here. 24 squares you have to find. Okay. Easy trick is take the square of 2. Okay. What is the square of 2? 4. And find the square of 4. 16. Correct. 2 square is 4. 4 square is 16. And now here multiply 2 into 4 into it is square. So into 2. 2 into 4 into 2, just like this. 2 into 4 into how much? 2 4s are 8. 8 2s are 16. One digit you leave. Don't write anything under the last digit. So leave that last digit. Remaining number, whatever you get, write it as in the other below the other 2 digits. 6, 7, 5. So what is the answer? 576. Okay? It's very simple. 24 square, 2 square, 4, 4 square, 16. So what I am doing, after writing 416, 2 into, see 2 4 2, just listen, remember this, 2 4 2. So 2 into 4 into 2, 2 into 4 into 2, 2 into 4 into 2, that's all. Just multiply all these 3. So you'll get 8 to the 16. Last digit you leave. Don't add it as some people will do like this. Write here 16, don't write like this. One digit, last unit digit you leave. Under the remaining 2 digits, 10 digits and whatever it is, maybe 3 digits or 4 digits or whatever it is, first unit digit you should leave, remaining number you write it under the remaining 2 digits. So you will get 576. Okay, I will give one more example for that. 25 square I will find, because see usually what happens, you'll be having will not be having much time. If you get some 88 square, you cannot easily find it. So you can use this. 25 square, how will you find? 2 square, 4, 5 square, 25, correct? Next, multiply 2 into 5 into 2. Just 2 into 5 into 2. How much you will get? 5 into 10, 10 2s are 20. So 20, you leave last digit and write, below the other 2 digits. So 5, 2, 6. So 625 is the 25 square. That's all. Okay, so 625 minus 576 is equal to OP square. So what is that? 625 minus 576 is 49. OP square is equal to 49. OP is equal to root 49, because square will become root. So root 49 is 7. So what is the radius of the circle here? 7 centimeter. Okay, radius of the circle is 7 centimeter. That's all. Okay. Yeah, actually this is a little, like compared to the last time, you can easily understand this, not much difficult. So I'll just repeat the question, I'll just repeat this solution. From a point Q, the length of a tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. From Q to P, they drawn one tangent, that length is 24 centimeter, and we assume this P is a point of contact. So now, and the length of this, what is that, OQ, it means the distance of Q from the center is 24 centimeters. Distance of Q from the center of the circle is 24 centimeters. So this is 25. Length of the tangent is 24. They ask you to find OP. So we know that from theorem that 10.1, the radius of circle is perpendicular to the tangent through the point of contact, or tangent of a circle. We can write that also. The radius of the circle is perpendicular to the tangent, okay, through the point of contact. I'm not right. I didn't written, like full statement. I just written, like only some part of it to make you understand. Okay, you can write that so that you can even the person who is correcting it. I'm just telling you with respect to an examination point of view, final exam point of view, so they can understand why it is 90 degrees. Okay, so means radius is perpendicular to the tangent of the circle. So OP is perpendicular to PQ. If always the perpendicular make 90 degree, so angle OPQ is 90 degree. So we prove that triangle OPQ is the right triangle. As we know from Pythagoras theorem, what is the statement of Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse is the longest side. See, this three sides, this is the longest side. So OQ square is equal to the OP square plus PQ square. So OQ square is 25 square and OP square is, we don't know, we have to find, and 24 square, correct? Because PQ is 24. So 625 is equal to OP square plus 576 and OP square is equal to 625 minus 576, which is 49. OP is equal to, square will become root when it goes to the RHS. So OP is equal to root of 49. So OP is equal to 7 centimeters. So 7 centimeters is the answer. I hope you understood. Okay, thank you.